seen a timber sports show before? You don't count. All right, there was quite a few of you. So you might recognize the standing block chop, the premier event of timber sports. Now this event simulates how a lumberjack would fell a tree with an axe. During this event, our athletes will place their face cuts in their log. They will round their log and place their sever cuts, severing their logs in two. The first athlete to sever their log will take the victory. But, as always, this event is incredibly dangerous. So our athletes will be wearing safety gear, such as chainmail shin guards and chainmail socks, modeled by Spencer Sonar Stenbach. That's right, if you like what you see, there's more where that came from in the calendar we have for sale in the gift shop for 20% off. Now this gear protects from a glancing axe, as sometimes on the downward glance, the axe will scoop out of the log and head straight for the shins and toes, which we would like to avoid here at the Great Alaskan Lumberjack Show. Now who's going to take the victory? Is it going to be Spruce Mill? Spencer Sonar Stenbach? Well, why don't we find out? Competitors ready? 1, 2, go! Make some noise for them, folks! Looks like Spruce Mill is ready for their second match. Out there. Now the lucrative nature of the timber industry brought many folks out to the field, but not everyone was cut out for the job. This meant it was up to the foreman to test the grit of everyone who came out. Thus, the obstacle pole race was born. Now, working the forest floor required carefully coordinated teamwork, as even the smallest mishap could mean certain death for any of the lumberjacks. Now take a look at my friend Spencer over here. Spencer is holding a PB. PBs were used to help maneuver logs and provide extra leverage when stacking them into pilings. They were just one of the many tools a lumberjack might use in his 12 to 16-hour workday. During this event, our athletes will use their PBs to bunk their log. They will then run and tag a partner who will make their way across the mill pond to their incline log, where they will grab a chainsaw, run up the incline log, cut one complete cookie from the end, run back down the incline log, replace that chainsaw, run and tag a partner who will make their way across the mill pond with their choker cables, debunk the log, and win the race. Everybody got that? All right. Well, before we do all that, let's go ahead and warm up those chainsaws. Now, who is going to take the victory? Is it going to be Dawson Creek? Or is it going to be Spruce Mill? Well, let's find out. There's a lot going on during this event, So pay close attention and cheer on your competitors. Competitors ready? 1, 2, go! They're neck and neck. Give them some encouragement, folks. Make some noise for them. Canadian flag on the board. Now, is there a rowdy Canadian out there? Now, speed and efficiency was the name of the game on the forest floor. And this next event is all about speed. This is the hot saw race, also known as the quick draw of timber sports. Now you might assume this, but I don't use these hot saws myself. But my friends Troy and Wes over here, they use them all the time.
All the time!
Now Wes, can you please explain to me what makes a hot saw a hot saw?
Yeah, we stole them.
No, we did not. Wes, could you please explain mechanically what makes a hot saw a hot saw?
Right, well, after we get these legally obtained saws, the first thing we'll do is we'll tweak the carburetor and blow out the cylinder as fit like a expansion pipe maker. And a whole lot faster, a whole lot louder for you folks. Yo-ho!
You heard him, folks. These saws are super loud, super powered, and come with a lot of noise. So if you have sensitive ears, young ones in the audience, or you just had a real late night on that leader deck, you might want to cover them up. Jack, shoot the noise. You hear that? These aren't even the loudest saws you might see in competitive timber sports. There are guys who will rig a motorcycle engine to their chainsaw and cut through a 30-inch round log in 2 seconds flat. Now on my mark, our athletes will cold start their saws. That's with the saw off and on the ground. They will then cut 2 complete cookies from their log. The first athlete to cut that second complete cookie from their log is going to take the victory. So is it going to be Wild West Maloon of Spruce Hill? Or is it going to be the Trojan Troy Ferguson of Ketchican? Let's find out. Cheer your competitors on loudly, folks, because they won't be able to hear a thing. Competitors ready? 1, 2, go! Canadian left out there. Now our next and final chopping event is one of the most dangerous in all of timber sports. This is the springboard chop. Now on the forest floor, the springboard had many uses. Here in southeast Alaska, our mountains are incredibly steep due to glacial erosion, and the springboard provided a level surface from which to chop. It could also be used as a ladder to get above the buttress or the large root system of the trees that the mills were unable to process. During this event, our athletes will climb to their second springboard. They will place their face cuts, but unlike the standing block chop, they won't be able to move around the log itself to place their sever cuts. They will need to use their non-dominant chopping hand to reach around their log, place those sever cuts, and bring that log to the forest floor. The first athlete to sever their log will take the victory. So who's it gonna be? Is it gonna be Spencer Sonar Stenmark of Dawson Creek? Or is it gonna be Danny the Dynamite Miners? Well, why don't we find out? Cheer your competitors on loudly. This is one of our most dangerous events.